with Elite Training Systems, and today in this video I want to go through an entire dynamic warm-up routine with you so you have an idea of a great routine that increases your mobility, your flexibility, balance, coordination, and gets you really well prepped for a good workout. This routine can also be used as a great body weight workout as well. There's no equipment necessary for this. So if you're at home in your living room, maybe you're a mom and you want to do a quick workout real quick, you can go through this routine. I recommend you maybe do several more repetitions of it and go through the routine about 2 or 3 times, and it's actually a really tough workout. So we're going to start with some leg swings. So leg swings, you're going to swing your legs straight forward and back. Make sure you stand up nice and tall. And you're going to do about 6 to 10 repetitions of everything. So with the leg swings, you're getting a nice lengthening of your hamstrings, hip flexors, and you're working on balance. We'll switch legs. Stand up nice and straight. After we go front to back, you're going to go side to side. Nice and big. Bottom foot should be planted flat on the floor. Let's switch legs. Side to side. After the leg swings, we're going to do lateral slides or a side lunge. Feet are planted straight forward and back. Make sure your feet don't flare as you go into these. I like to put my hands up here just to get your shoulders involved as well. Down into a nice deep side lunge. We're going to go about 6 to one side, 6 to the other side. After that is a rotational squat. This one you take one of your feet and turn it out to the side so it's at 90 degrees to the other one. You're going to bend towards that leg. Again, about 6. These are great for increasing the mobility of your hips, getting your legs warm. We're working the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes. Let's go the other direction. Notice I'm still pointing straight forward. You don't want to be facing that leg. Make sure you stay straight forward. So after that, we do a regular split squat. This is like a lunge, but in place. Drop straight down and back up. Good posture. Good alignment through the leg. And again, we're working on mobility through the hip. Switch legs. This can be called a split squat, static lunge, lunge. Now all 3 of those can progress to doing them where you step into it. So that one progresses to a regular lunge. The side lunge will progress into a stepping side lunge, etc. But don't progress until you've perfected them in place. So after the lunge progressions, we're going to move on to a single leg deadlift. This one you're balancing on one leg. Leg is slightly bent. Hinge over at the hips and stand up tall. You're kind of creating a pendulum effect. This exercise is working on core strength, single leg strength, single leg balance. By adding the arms, we're getting the shoulders involved. Let's switch legs. Good balance work. Make sure on this one you're not letting your hip rotate up to the side. Keep your hips level. After the single leg deadlift with forward reach, we're going to move on to a couple of drills that work on the floor. So the first one is a tall plank with hip flexion. Hip flexing is just where you pull the knee up and it flexes at the hips. So we're going to be in a tall plank position, down on the floor, or a push-up position. Nice and flat, keep your back flat, and you're just going to slide your knee forward. If this is too hard on the floor, you can put your hands up on a chair. But it's important that you don't pull your knee up so far that your back rounds. Keep your back flat as you go. soon as we're done with those, we're going to go right into some deep push-ups. Okay? So those can go right back to back. Again, if it's too difficult on the floor, just put your hands up on a chair. It's better to be encouraging the nice straight line from head to toe rather than doing a female style push-up where you're on your knees. Okay? So after we do the push-ups, we're going to keep getting those shoulders warm. We're going to go right into wall angels. For the wall angel, you go right up next to a wall, pull your shoulder blades back up against the wall, elbows on the wall, hands on the wall. You're just going to go up and down. This is great for shoulder mobility. Gets those shoulders warmed up. Most people have tight shoulders. Going down or up, it should feel like you're pinching something between your shoulder blades. Nice tight pull. Okay, so after the wall angels, we're going to go right into some more moving drills. We're going to do a quad stretch with a forward lean. So this is another great one that works on your balance. You're going to grab your foot behind you and lean forward. Switch legs, lean forward. Stand up straight, make sure you have that nice straight line from head to knee. Try not to be bent over at the hip. By pulling back, you're encouraging great mobility through that hip. Lean forward. Okay. This is great for balance. After those, these aren't written on the list, but we can go right into a high knee march, where you work on picking your knees up to hip level or a little higher. After a high knee march, go right into a straight leg march, making sure you have good posture still. Don't bend forward. Stand up tall. Okay. After that, the next one on the list is a sideways cross behind lunge. So you're going to be moving sideways. Take one foot, cross it behind, sit down, and then unwind. One foot, cross it behind, sit down, unwind. You can do this in place just by switching legs. Make sure your front foot stays flat on the floor. You can add an arm swing to it as well. As your legs cross, your arms cross. Open up big. Open up big. Okay. Great for hip mobility. Another one that's not written on the list, but is one of my favorites, is the 3-step lunge. This is really great for hip mobility. You're going to start with a big, deep lunge. Make sure you have nice technique. Take your same elbow as the forward leg, bring it all the way down to the floor on your instep. Once you do that, the second step, straighten your front leg out, hands stay on the floor. Big stretch through the hamstrings. The third step, bend again, sit up tall. Great stretch through the hip flexor. Step forward, switch legs, elbow down, straighten out, sit up tall. Elbow down, straighten out, sit up tall. And as you keep moving, you get more and more flexible. And your legs start to burn more and more as well. This one right here is a great workout. So this is the 3-step lunge, not on that list, but still a great warm-up drill. So now we're going to move on to some faster drills. Once you go through those, you're pretty prepped. You can hear me breathing already, breathing kind of hard. So we're going to go into a high knee jog. So the jog, you're just trying to pick your knees up nice and high, add a good arm swing with it. After the high knee jog, you're going to do a straight leg jog. Kicking your legs straight out in front of you. After the straight leg jog, you're going to do a high knee skip. arm swing. And then after the high knee skip, you can do a side raise karaoke or a grapevine if you have enough room. It's kind of tight in here, but it's just forward and back, crossing, working on that hip mobility. Now the last one on the list, which is kind of a bonus because it's really tricky to figure out, are dead leg skips. These dead leg skips, you're just picking one leg up. It's a challenge for your brain because you're having to separate the sides of your body. Your brain's having to send separate signals. So for this one knee comes up nice and high, and the other one stays down at the floor. Okay, and then the other leg. Okay, so that's one time through the list of warm-up drills. If you're just using it as a warm-up, just go through it once like that, about 6 repetitions. If you're doing it as a workout, go through to about 10 repetitions of everything, and then start over. So you would go back to the leg swings and do it again. About 10 reps of everything. And you can go through it either 2 or 3 times to get a great workout. Okay? So find more information on my website, www.dominantly.com, and you can find a list of all those warm-up drills as well. Thanks.